Hello, everybody! All of the Roar of the Godwyrm cards have been revealed. And as usual, they dumped it all on Shadowverse Portal mere hours before the expansion comes out tomorrow. So I'm here with Tanko to speedrun through it all. Hello, Tanko.
Hello, fellow Yoimiya enjoyer Ignideus.
Hey,
Hi.
hey, you know it, you know it, you know the truth, the
So
way.
you have impressions. You checked these cards already. I haven't.
Okay, well, great. Yeah, I just
I'm
quickly
going
read
in
through
blind.
them. I mean, I have impressions, but I literally just did it like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go through literally all the cards. Shining Valkyrie. Uh, Storm put two fairies. It's like the new Forest Wincon, basically. You've seen this one, right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, it ain't no Aria, but
Yeah.
uh, put two fairies into your hand, give them flying 5 fanfare, do 3 to random ending follower. Strike, gain +1 for every 2 allied fairies in play or in hand.
hmm
I mean, it's a storm. It's a 5 cost, so it's not as abusable.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like she can get that strong of a buff from the fairies in hand since it's every 2.
Yeah, it's every two. It reminds me of a Forest Albert kind of 5 cost storm that
Yeah,
buffs
like it
itself.
seems very, very fair. Like,
Yeah.
and we're not looking for fair.
That's true. There are a few fairy generators like Aqua Fairy. We'll talk about that in a bit as well. But I think what's really scary about Forest is the silvers, and you're going to see that in a bit. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Rain Divine Smith. Invoke whenever you play this card. If it's the fourth card you've played this turn, invoke this card. Then return it to your hand and change its cost to 1.
It's
It,
like May.
it is like May. It has the same invoke conditions as the new Roach spell, too. So maybe they belong in the
Yeah.
same deck?
And she also gets an alternate art. But they had a ruling though that you can't do Roach spell on her.
Yeah, which is pretty
It
funny.
has to be resident cost, yeah.
They had to put that on the actual tweet revealing the card, shattering everybody's dreams right before they could even get started. It's so sad.
Yeah, but on Evolve, you evolve another allied Forestcraft follower for free.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of like Evo Forest stuff to work with. I don't remember. Do you remember? Do we have a current WinCon with the current support that's out like right now?
For Evo Forest, they have the Storm Gold that came out in the last mini, but it's like whatever.
Who?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Really, Evo Forest is just Control Forest leading to Azudia. I don't know if that's ever going to take off, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah, they could make. We could have some like control for support in here, but like it's like a pretty good Evo engine though, just in general.
Yeah, true. True. All right, next. Aqua Fairy. It's just a basic card here. Fanfare Lacerates, put a fairy into your hand.
That's all you need. That's
Yep.
good.
It's good. You get to fuse it into Tree of Wonders. It's better Water Fairy and helps Shining Valkyrie. Okay. Whirlwind Assault. At the end of your turn, if you've played at least 4 cards, reveal this from your deck and put it into your hand, and then it buffs your allied Forestcraft followers that cost 1 play point or less. Do it 5 times, it gets Storm. It's just a lot of work, I think. Too slow, IMO.
Like I mean, it's Woven Roach at home,
Mm-hmm.
and because it's a spell, because you can't juggle it the way that you would with like actual Roach.
Yes,
It's not
exactly.
abusable, which I'm totally okay with because I am sick. I got so sick of Woven Roach, dude. Like this does require it's inconvenient.
Yeah.
Like although even when you do get it live, I don't think there's any like crazy targets for you to abuse this with right now.
No.
Like it's a long process and the payoff isn't really there right now. And that's just like, are there any other one drops in this set?
There are a few,
Why
but
is it
nothing particularly abusable with Whirlwind Roach. I guess
why
we'll just
is
get
there a
into it.
new Felper?
Yeah, there is a new Felper.
Why'd they make a new Felper?
One of my
Okay.
least favorite card arts in the game. At least this one's a little better.
Same.
Precocious Felper Kitten, Rush. Fanfare, if at least 2 other cards are played this turn, draw a card, gain the following effect. The next time this follower takes damage, reduce it to 0. Honestly, not bad at all. Like, just
That's
drawing a
pretty
card
good,
for
yeah.
1. Yeah.
It's a free rush body trait that has protection. It's a little annoying, it's a draw, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think the draw is really
And
important.
it being a long drop itself helps you combo to 4 as well.
Especially if you want to make Whirlwind Assault work. You have another 1-drop, you have another draw engine, because you need a lot of draw to make Whirlwind Assault work. So
Do we have a searcher for Whirlwind? No,
I
yeah.
don't think so. Not that I saw from my quick first impressions scroll through. Next, this one's kind of scary. Bright Plume Owlman. Ambush. Gain +X+X, which equals the number of other cards played this turn.
I feel like we've had a card like this before, like a boomer card.
Have we? Yeah, we had Owlman, but Owlman wasn't this good.
Was it really just the old Owlman? Okay.
Most of these cards in this set are retrains. Like, almost all of the cards are retrains, which is pretty crazy.
Some of these are, like, super duper obscure for me.
Yeah.
I'm only a half boomer. I came in, like, Dawnbreak. But, like...
You're a millennial.
A big buff ambush. I don't know if you're gonna play in the current build.
Yeah.
Like, cause aggro forest without Arias kind of cope, I would assume.
Yeah. It's like good in a vacuum, but like, what are you putting it into? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like gonna be some ugly way to like Omega buff it somehow, but right now, I don't see what you do with it right now.
Yeah, especially since a lot of the Wisp generators are rotating out too, with Velsa.
Yeah.
Like Slugger is going away.
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah. We're losing Slugger. Oh, thank god.
Speaking of Wisp generators, this next card, you're going to be so thankful that the Wisps are gone.
Okay.
Alba Dark Elf Conductor. Now read this effect with me. Summon a red rage worm.
Rage worm.
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
Look at the bottom. You can scroll down.
Oh, this guy?
Yep.
We were just... I swear, I was just talking about this card on stream before. This is a dragon guy, yeah?
Yeah, he's an old dragon guy from, like, Wonderland Dreams, I think.
Dude, someone tried to use this against me in Unlimited just yesterday. He knew!
That's so funny. Okay, so you summon it and then evolve it immediately. So it's a 5 play point, 14/14. But remember, Red Rage Worm gets destroyed at the end of your turn. But if at least 2 other cards are played this turn, give all allied followers can't be destroyed by effect. So, if you have 2 Wisps, you get 14, well, I guess with the 2 Wisps, 16 stats that can't be destroyed. Bro, on turn 5.
We do have that 3-drop that gives leader effect combo 1.
Yes, Spirit of the Spring can also work with this.
Like, even though it's not like you can't do it on turn 5, do you think there's still gonna be an unironic build for this? Because that's really funny.
It's really disgusting, and only a few classes can deal with that. Because
it's so goofy. I mean, that is ridiculous for take 2.
And I also have bad news for you. There are Wisp generators in the bronzes in this set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
You had me excited when you said it was all in Velsar, but now...
Yeah, I set it up and I'm crushing your dreams again. Yeah, that card is scary, especially with some of the other cards here. Autumn Leafman. Let's take a look. It's another Leafman card. This one literally does look like a certain kind of leaf that I'm not sure that they intended it to.
The funny leaf.
Yeah. Fanfare of at least 2 other cards are played this turn, so pretty easy to do, especially since this is a 1-drop. Give all allied followers the following effect: reduce damage from effects to 0.
Okay, so it's a 1-drop Lisa.
Yeah, and it's until the end of your opponent's turn. So you can do it. You can play that alongside Alba on turn 6, and then give your 10/10 can't be destroyed and can't be pinged, so it can only be banished.
Goofy.
Yeah, or traded into.
Why is this a better win con than any of the other foil cards?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Dude, there's gonna be so many. I swear to God, there's gonna be so many games where I'm just minding my own business, playing Storm Ramp Dragon or something, and somebody's gonna Alba me on turn 5.
Just out of nowhere.
And I'm just gonna lose. Like, there's nothing I can do. That's so messed up. Okay. Machete Elf. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower and the enemy leader. Do it 1 time. Enhance 4. Do it 3 times. Oh, sorry. Deal 3 damage instead. Enhance 7. Do it 2 times instead. Honestly, it's pretty bad.
Take 2.
Yep, take 2. Next. Hornet Whisperer. Summon a Hornet Warrior. If at least 2 other cards were played this turn, summon 2 instead. And Hornet Warrior is the Rush Bane.
Bees?
Yeah, the bees.
I mean, the bees aren't like crazy. They're not crazy impactful though.
Yeah,
it's just kind of annoying.
It's kind of a whatever card. Like in most forest constructed control decks, you have way better tools than this anyway. Yeah, whatever. And here we go. Forest remedies. Draw 2 cards. Put a fairy into your hand. If you have more Evo points than your opponent, put a fairy wisp instead.
just go second. Just go second and win.
Yeah, it does rely on you going second, or using Evo Forest to make sure you don't use your points.
Thankfully, because it's 3-drop, you can't do Ramiel. Like you can't do
Yeah.
Metatron alongside this, thankfully.
True.
Oh my god, we can Metatron to ramp into Azudia.
Yeah, Metatron, ramp into Azudia. You play Alba, make them deal with it mid game, then you Azudia late game. Easy
Oh
clap.
my god. Easy.
That Alba card is so goofy. I can't believe they made it.
That's goofy.
Yeah.
I
Okay, moving on to Sword, I guess. Or do you have any general thoughts on Forest before we move on?
I thought there would be like one more wish from what you like hinted to me
Nah,
towards
just the
me,
one,
but
just the one.
I'm surprised that they like there's like only a small push for Evo. I thought it was gonna be like a proper win con for Evo Forest because that's the direction
Yeah,
some of the recent Forest support has been going.
it seems a
But no, just
little.
Alba out of nowhere.
Yeah, right. It seems a little split in focus. You have the Fairy win con with Shining Valk. You have the Evo. You have the combo with Alba. It's like, what is Forest actually doing next set? I guess we'll find out.
The most consistent theme is combo 2 though.
Yeah.
Which I think is fair because there's less ways to abuse combo right now. That's a decent direction to go to right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you happen to get combo 4, you have Ray, which is good value as well.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah, I don't know. Some of the cards are weird. I don't really know what's gonna end
Alpha.
up being the dominant deck for Forest with what we got.
I hope it's Alba.
God, I hope it's not.
the only reason why I don't mind Alba is because I play Portalcraft. I just trade anyway.
Yeah, you
I'll
know
be
what,
fine.
that's
You won't.
fair. That's fair. You get to wait, if they play the Leaf Man on the Rage Worm, you can't G-min it down though, so.
I can trade.
Alright.
I can trade some. It is fine.
Okay, let's talk about Sword. Legendary Sword Commander. I made a meme video about this. The name is ridiculous. But anyway.
Very on the nose.
Yeah, you've seen this card, right? It's a
Yeah,
huge late game sword follower. Summon a legendary
It's
sword.
Aegis.
Yeah.
Aegis.
It reduces damage to
Aegis.
0.
How do you pronounce
Has
it?
Aegis? Aegis? Aegis?
It's like I play Shield. I hear the word every other day, but I get confused because so many different places pronounce it differently.
I have no idea.
But yeah, basically he won't die.
He won't die, and the
is-
sword makes it so that it deals 3 damage to the face, which is pretty good.
So like he's technically a good card. Like he is good. It's just one of those cases where like he's really good on paper,
Mm-hmm.
but Sword doesn't really want to play a card like this. Like it's not really what Sword is looking for.
I think it has
Because
like the potential to be good at any point, but not right now, where Sword is more focused on
Yeah,
aggro
it's the
rally.
fact that unlike the other late game options that Sword has, like
Victorious Blader.
Musketeer or Victorious, like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't have an Excel or some kind of early utility.
Mm-hmm.
So like you might be able to tech him in at best right now, but he's not really what Sword wants. Like it's not really the focus that Sword wants right now.
Yeah, I agree. All right, next. Aurelia Gloria Saber. Ward Fanfare Rally 7. Evolve this follower. Can't be targeted. Strike, fully restore defense, and recover 1 play point, and can attack twice per turn.
That is super annoying.
It's really good, right? Like,
It's really good. Like it's just kind of like what Sword Commander should have been in the sense that you can use her early. Because Rally 7 for a free Evo is good enough as is.
yeah.
Oh, actually, you know what? My bad. I thought there was like an enhanced 7 somewhere in the text.
Oh, no. It's just...
No, yeah, Rally 7's like the easiest shit.
It's really easy. I mean, even with Cat Admiral rotating out, you still have Victorious Blader, Bladerites, etc., so it's super
It's like,
easy.
she's a free Evo, non-targetable ward that double attacks and fully heals back to 8.
And it's
defense as a ward.
actually 3 costs, not 5 costs, just so you know, because it recovers 1 play point
Yeah, because it
twice.
recovers as well too. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's cracked. Yeah,
It is really
like
good.
it's just, like I've been playing Body Shield, and this is like better than that. Like Shield has more protection, sure, but it just does more.
Yeah.
Like, but Shield by herself can like shift the game alone.
Mhm.
This has that same role, but like way more effects,
And earlier.
way more utility.
It does end the turn with health reduced, because strike happens before damage calcs, right? So yeah,
that's true. Actually,
so
yeah.
you should be able to trade into it, but it's still a free.
Okay, that's more reasonable.
But it's still
Wait,
really
like,
strong for, you know.
All you gotta do is trade into like the bigger boy, and then trade into a baby.
Yeah, exactly. It's still really strong, extremely mana efficient, and like a free Evo. So you know. Next.
If you think about it, she's basically another 3 play point legendary sword, which sword has a lot of already.
Basically, yeah. Swift Speed Quickblader. Storm, evolve, can attack twice per turn.
It's the fast man.
It is the
That's
fast
good.
man. I mean, if Aggro Rally is going to keep being a deck, then this is definitely just going to get slaughtered in, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nothing much to say.
I kind of wonder if we're gonna see people goof off with forged weaponry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because again, Portalcraft, I've seen how broken forged weaponry actually is.
Or Mars? Buff
No.
Okay, next. Steeled Luminous Knight, fanfare, deal 1 damage to an enemy follower, then the enemy leader. If at least 5 other allied commanders have come into play, deal 3 damage instead and evolve this follower.
Is that easy? I actually don't remember which ones are like commanders right now.
So
like our Musketeers commanders?
It wouldn't be easy, but this set actually pushes commanders. There's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot of commanders. Yeah. We have a 1-drop commander. It's a cat. Okay, we'll get there.
Yeah, you're gonna get there. So there's a lot of commanders in this set. So it's actually kind of hilarious to me that they had Mars last set to push officers, and then immediately they were just like, actually, nah, let's do commanders instead.
Oh, all the Luminous cards are here.
Yeah,
oh,
they're
I actually
all
know
here,
these
and
guys.
they're all commanders.
Aww.
Okay, but we'll get there. Next is a Brave Vanguard. It's an officer. If at least 1 enemy follower in play, gain Rush. Then 3 gain +1/+1 and Bane, and if there are 5, gain +2/+2 and the ability to attack 2 times per turn.
That's really good.
You think so?
Like, I think just the fact that he's a 1-drop, like even with a basic effect, 1-drop, 1/2 rush is okay by itself. But
yeah.
It's basically free shit. If your opponent happens to have an advantage, it's free stuff. The reason why I like this, to be honest, is just because it's Golden Warrior support.
That's the reason true. It is Golden Warrior support, which is pretty amazing.
Of course, you're only gonna get the full effect when they have a full 5 follower board, which isn't gonna happen very often.
Yeah, it's so conditional. It's not even cards; it's followers. Right?
I think
so
it's just a fact. I think it's just a fact that he's an easy 1-drop to use.
That's true.
Just happens to get bonuses. Like at worst, he's an easy rally card. It's an easy 1-drop rally.
It's a good card, but at the same time, I'm a little concerned because between Bumpkin and the Penguin, some people are already cutting the Penguin because they don't want to have too many 1-drops in their deck.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I'm not sure what the ratios would look like, so he's definitely a low priority.
Yeah,
but I think for what he is, I like him for what he is.
Yeah. Okay, I think he's pretty okay. I do worry about the ratios because Bumpkin recycles himself, so I think he's the highest priority 1-drop to add to your deck, and the rest are just if you have the space, I guess. Okay, he's all right. He's all right. He's Goblin. He can't
I just think he's neat.
Yeah.
He's not really good like I thought at first because I misread the effect for a moment, but I think he's nice.
Yeah, he's not bad. It's just a little conditional, and Sword has better 1-drops, like especially Bumpkin, which is just like the best 1-drop right now for them.
And she has an alt now.
Yeah,
she's a she now.
He's been yassified or whatever, as people say. Radiant Luminous Mage. This card is pretty sick. While this follower is in play, allied commanders can evolve for 0. So of course that includes herself because she's a commander.
Yeah,
so she gets a free Evo, and on Evo, she puts a random commander that costs 2 play points or less from your deck into your hand and changes its cost to 0. Okay. And then I can't talk about this without talking about the next one. Luminous Lancer, 2 play point, also a commander. So you get it for free off of Luminous Mage. And this becomes 0 cost. You play it, it summons a knight, and whenever an allied officer comes into play, it gives it rush. So
okay, this is like Amelia, but as a 3-drop.
Yeah, it's Amelia as its 3-drop, and it pushes the commander condition for Steeled Luminous Knight. Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a huge tempo swing.
That's pretty good. That's a lot of that's a lot of good stuff.
That's a lot of good stuff. And like the rally by the way, not only is it a draw card, but it's 3 rally in 1 turn too, between Radiant, Luminous, and the Knight.
Why even bother making Mars if they're gonna make a commander engine?
Right? Right, that's what I'm saying. And it's a free Evo.
Yeah.
It's unreal. That's really good. Okay, next. Illustrious Thief, ambush, put a gilded boot into your hand, evolve, discard a card, draw 2 cards.
Wow, it's loot supports.
It's
I
loot
mean,
support. It's card draw, I guess.
but like loot doesn't really care about support because what's her name is already good enough by herself.
Yeah, Octress. Yeah.
Dude, unless we get like actually like more good loot cards in here somehow
This
for it to
boy
be
should have put
become
a
like a
glittering gold
standalone
into your
engine.
hand. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Was it crypto cards, huh?
Yeah, where are they?
Was it
Dude,
crypto
there are
support, you
none.
cowards?
I hate to say this to you, Taco. There
No,
are
I'm not
no
surprised.
glittering gold cards.
I'm not surprised. Let's just pretend like crypto never
They
happened.
already memory hold it, which is pretty
Just like
funny.
IRL.
Yeah. Wow, nice. Okay, spoiler, this might see edge case play if Alba becomes good. But we'll talk about that in a bit. Because there is a card that can deal with Alba. But that's the last card on the list. Next, Lyrala Luminous Cleric. It's an officer. And Ward. Fanfare, restore 2 defense to your leader. If you have any allied commander cards in play, the next time your leader takes damage, reduce that damage to 0. Yeah, that's really good!
It's a counter spell, so that automatically makes it broken.
It's counter magic that heals, and it's a full cost 2 drop with Ward.
Why does
Sorry.
everyone have a counter except for Portal? Nah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. I mean, it's a good card.
It's pretty good, yeah.
If you ever need to
Like-
defend from an OTK, then you just tech this in, right?
Yeah, that's what makes Rune. That's one of the things that carries spells right now is because they have access to that kind of thing.
Counter magic. Yeah, especially with the fact that you are gonna run Radiant and Luminous anyway because they're so good no matter what.
Yeah.
You're gonna have commanders in play anyway, so
Mhm.
yeah. All right, next Kitty Sergeant. It's a 1-cost commander, so that's nice. You can build up your commander count, I suppose. Enhance 6, summon Castle Guardian and Blitz Lancer.
Who Mega Law?
Yeah.
The
It's
5-drop 3/6 ward and that OG 3/2 rush.
yes, and at the end of your turn, restore 1 defense to all allies. Eh.
I mean, if you're gonna be playing 1-drop, it's gosh, well, we just made the argument of made too much 1-drops, but actually, I guess you wouldn't want this because you don't want to interfere with the Luminous Search land.
Right? Wait, Luminous Search is 2 play points or less, yeah, so you can actually draw it by accident.
The Enhance 6 is technically good value. Like we've seen sword cards in the past just being played that if they happen to have a decent Enhance 6, sure, but like
Yeah, it's so
Wait, do we still have the queens?
Emera and
Yeah.
I don't know.
not that I'm saying this will replace it, but I'm just wondering.
I actually am not sure. I don't know. I think this is very mid. It's like a take 2 card.
Technically not a bad card.
Yeah.
The Enhance 6 is fine. But that's all it is. It's just fine.
Yeah. All right, finally.
You don't want to interfere with searches.
Yeah. Finally, we have Shuriken Jutsu. It's a 2 play point destroy an enemy follower that Sword just gets.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And also, if ambush is active for any allied followers, banish the enemy follower instead. So
how many other ambushes are there in rotation?
You just play Leod, right?
Yeah, I just play Leod.
Illustrious Thief, maybe not. But if Alba ends up summoning a red Rage Ribbon, this might be your only answer.
Yeah, it's a good like option to have. If you really need that easy hard banish removal, which Sword has never had that, I'm pretty sure. Last time we've had like banish removal like this was Vaus or whatever.
Yeah.
And you have to jump through hoops to get that going.
This card is
more conditional.
So efficient. I mean, compared to execution, like that's crazy. I think it could be teched in a more controlling swordless.
Just being a 2-drop, just destroy is fine by itself.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have the banish, like it's still like good. It's still good value for 2 play points.
It's good value. It might not see play in aggro because that list is so tight, but in a more controlling or mid-range list, you might run this. Especially depending on the meta.
In aggro, just go face.
Especially depending on the meta, if tall boys are a thing. Okay.
I can see it seeing like becoming a tech in the future though. Yeah.
Rune. Sorcerer of 7 Forces. If you have any followers in your hand, discard it and draw a card. Whenever you play a spell, if it's the 7th spell you've played this turn, deal 20 damage to the enemy leader. And evolve, change the cost of all spells that originally cost 3 or less to 0.
So like that sounds toxic on paper, but like I'm not sure how actually practical that is. I know we have Mysteria, and that helps, but
dude, Rune can already do this with just Kuon and elements, right? Like, do they really need another guy that OTKs on 8? Like
he you also like don't like unlike those two, I forgot their names. You just said their names, but I forgot their names.
Kuon.
Unlike those two, they don't have like additional utility, right?
Right.
Kuon is a board wipe. Isabel has all her other spells. This guy has Fanfare, discard draw. Why did they add that? Like,
so that you can get rid of a follower and have your hand all be spells.
No,
I guess?
I get that. It's just so weird because that's like the only part they changed from the anime, and that's such a like that's such a like tame thing to tack on.
Yeah,
it just seems kind of funny.
It's a huge cost, so it bricks, and you need to build your deck around it. I think
if you don't have OTK, it's an 8 cost gizmo, discard one, draw one.
I think it's really mid. It sounds bad on paper, then you actually think about it for a few minutes, and then you're like, nah, it's bad.
At least, right? Like, even if it gets more of like proper support, I feel like you just have better options anyway.
Yeah.
As far as OTK options go,
Mm-hmm.
at least for now. Maybe he'll get super duper cracked in the future, but you're probably still gonna play Kuo and Isabel for one more expansion.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Next, Mysteria Magic Originator. Give the Mysteria trait to all spells in your hand and deck. Evolve, subtract 1 from the cost of all Mysteria cards in your hand.
Now this is unreasonable. Like, the idea that you can reduce any spell by 1, like just everything in your entire deck.
Elements?
Yeah. You can play unnerved elements.
You can play unnerved elements turn 10 OTK. Oh my god. Especially with the other Mysteria cards coming in too, I think this card might end up being pretty good.
And if you happen to have multiples, the reduction does stack.
That's true. That's true. The reduction does stack. I think it's okay. It's pretty cool that you can do it on any spell, which can be pretty clutch. But at the same time, it requires an Evo. If you draw it late game, it's kind of whatever too.
I think it's more so like the implications of this are really scary.
Yeah.
Like, even if it doesn't happen to be broken right now, the idea of it, like being able to reduce everything, is such a toxic concept that it's probably gonna get abused some way, somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Because you can do this on Unlimited too.
Yeah, I can see that.
You can add Oz on OTK with this in Unlimited. Unlimited Mysteria Real? I don't know about that.
It is kind of crazy that they added so much more Mysteria support after Anne and Greya just rotate out.
Yeah.
I guess
there's a new Hana. Okay, we'll get there, but
yeah, there's a new Hana. We'll get there. But I'm just saying, like, maybe they did that on purpose because it would be too toxic otherwise.
Obviously, yeah, of course. It's a shame, but it is what it is.
All right, next, Juno.
I mean, they printed all this resonance support after Magna rotated out.
That's what I'm saying. It's my card too. What the heck? Yeah, we got our new Juno, Atelier Alchemist. Fuses rune followers that summons a magic sediment, and then on Fanfare, Earthright, at the end of each turn, Guardian Golem, and it activates 3 times. So one of those Guardian Golems actually has Storm because it's on your opponent's turn.
Oh my god, you're right. That's so good.
It's really good, right?
Because Guardian Golems, they're like the 3/3 wards, and like those are always annoying.
Yeah.
Like Dirt didn't have any. Well, Dirt traditionally has like ways to get them out. They didn't have any ways to get Guardian Golem out right now. But having an efficient ward engine to protect your ass alongside all the burn Unga Bunga that current Dirt has.
Oh yeah. And
And, like,
we'll get there.
and being, oh my goodness, a fusion for a free settlement.
Yep. It's an unbricker. It gets you a ridiculous amount of stats, some of it being storm stats. Yeah, I think it's a really good card.
That's pretty good.
Craig, Mysterian Chanter. It's a 10 cost 3/3, but it does have spell boost subtract 1, and whenever you play a Mysteria card, subtract 1, so you can double reduce it if you play a Mysterian spell. Whenever you play a spell, deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. Whenever you play a Mysteria card, restore 1 defense to your leader. So you can turn your spells into Mysteria with Mysteria, then you play Craig, and then all your spells do that.
Okay, whenever I see spell boost subtract 1 from cost, I go into fight or flight mode. But like, this isn't like scary. It is good. It is really annoying, but it's not like unlimited toxic at least.
Yeah, it's
like,
not scary, but I would say addendum, it's not scary brackets yet, because it could easily be in the future.
Like, it's a really good tool to have. Like, 10 cost is high even by spell boost standards, but it scales off of spell boost and Mysteria.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like a reduced 2 each time. That's pretty good.
I guess let's just jump to Hannah, because we're on the topic of Mysteria.
Okay.
So Hannah, Mysterian Maid, 2/1/3. Put a random Mysteria follower from your deck into your hand. So it works on Mysteria, or Craig. And evolve. Put Mysterian Missile, Circle, or Right into your hand.
Ooh, we have Right again.
Yeah.
I mean, Right's not amazing right now. Oh, it is amazing right now because you do everything because of Mysteria.
Yeah, because it's whenever you play a Mysteria card. So you get Right, then you play Craig, and then you play Right. It's all right.
Why is Hannah a maid now?
Yeah, what happened? Wasn't she the student council president?
Yeah. But I mean, she's actually good this time. She's actually really good this time.
Oh, wait, here it is. It's in the flavor text. Maid work and student council work are 2 sides of the same coin. What? What kind of messed up school is this? What's going on in there?
I'm pretty sure I bet that On gaslit that. On gaslit her.
That's weird. But yeah, not a bad card.
There's a new Levi.
Yes. Do you want to just go to it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Hannah, not a bad card. Mysteria, not scary yet, but maybe scary in the future. But you know what's scary right now? Levi, Sapient Supreme, 2/2/2, Earthright. Put Crimson Sork into your hand. Oh. Evolve Earthright, AoE 2 to all enemies, including face, by the way.
Oh, even face.
So good! It's so good!
That's so good.
More burn.
It is so good.
In addition to Acid Golem. 2 Earthrights to proc your Rileys and your Contractors. So good.
Like, dude, Dirt is already super cracked right now. Like,
it's on the precipice, right? Because spell boost is better, but it just needs a little bit more.
And this is exactly the stuff that's gonna push it over the edge. Like,
between this and Juno, right? Like,
yeah, Dirt has been so close for so long. And now, after all these years, the payoff. It's all come together beautifully. That's so good.
Crimson Sork for free, man. It's so strong. It's so strong. You can even play it on 2 if you don't have if you somehow whiff and don't draw your 1-cost Dirts, you can still fuse with Juno and then play this on 2 on Dirt.
Exactly.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think the most exciting stuff for Rune is Dirt this time around. Okay, let's take a look at the next thing.
Mysteria has a lot of potential, but because Dirt is already established, is already so good. So close, so good. This, oh my goodness, okay.
Sorcerer's Standoff, 5 play point spell. Deal 3 damage to all enemy followers, restore 2 to your leader. If you have 20 cards or less in your deck, deal 6 damage, restore 4, and draw 2 cards.
They're still making cards like this?
It's a little, I think it's mid. It's expensive, Anne and Greya already rotate.
You're still making under 20 after On and Greya?
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's so pricey, and you can't reduce it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take 2. I mean, you can reduce it with Mysteria, but...
I mean, it is better in Take 2, because in Take 2 you only have 30 card decks.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But in anything else
Owl
but Take
is
2,
back.
I think it's a little too much. Owl is back, yes. 2/2/2 spell boost, fanfare, and evolve draw card spell boost.
It's Owl, yeah. It's Owl, but with draw this time, yeah.
It's not bad. Could see play in spell boost.
It just seems so much less exciting now that we have so many followers that do that same job nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we still have the 5-drop guy that does damage.
Speaking
But I
of
mean,
unexciting, Elegant
Oh, yeah?
Witch. It
I
summons.
was just gonna say that just being a
Oh,
2-drop
oh,
fan
yeah.
for followers, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I cut you off there for a sec.
No worries.
Elegant Witch, summon an Eldritch Chimera, enhance 7, summon an Eldritch Demon. Yeah, that sucks.
Oh my god, that's Storm. I forgot about this guy.
Is that
Storm at the end of turn was restore 3 to him.
It does nothing in any archetype Rune has. It's a take-2 card.
Yeah,
man.
it's a take-2 card. Yeah.
It's good in take-2 though. It's a lot of value.
Yeah, it's very good. Like there was that one time that one old card that summoned both Eldritches. They had to ban that card. Or did they nerf to ban that card back in the day for take 2?
I think they banned it for take-2. I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, we have precedents that Eldritches are very good in take 2, and only take 2.
Yeah. All right, next, Blazing Bomb. 5 cost spell boost, subtract, deal 6 damage to an enemy follower.
That is strange. Again, strangely tame for a subtract 1 spell boost card.
Yeah.
I got worried, but
I don't know, man. I think it's good. It's like a better Wind Blast because it can go to 0, and usually you don't need to deal with something over 6 defense anyway.
like,
Most of the time.
it's a better Wind Blast, but
Yeah.
no one needs to play Wind Blast for spell boost right now.
But it's an additional 0 cost spell that you can use to
Yeah.
more easily proc.
I mean, it's
Quadra Magic, right?
I'm saying like it's good. I'm just not sure if you really need to put it in your deck in the sense that
Yeah.
usually spell boost doesn't really need removal damage, but it's nice to have.
I think they might just play it for the spell diversity for Quadra Magic to proc earlier.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Especially
being Go on.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say. I like how we both paused at the same time there.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say some of them run the that spell that gives you an Evo point. What's it called?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you might just play this as, instead of that because that one's more expensive.
Yeah, being a 5 play points, spell boost is easier.
Mm-hmm.
So why not? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the most mid one is the last one here. Enchanting spell, select an enemy follower. It can't attack until the end of your opponent's turn.
Yeah, I mean it's a 1-drop spell, but you're not. Yeah, you would want to play the 5-drop guy, Blazing Bomb for diversity, but you're not that desperate for diversity that you'd play this.
Yeah,
like
it's too low value. Like it takes up a deck slot. It doesn't cycle.
Those kind of effects of like stall effects are good if if they go alongside other cards like other effects.
Yeah.
Standalone is just whatever.
Yeah, it's just whatever. Speaking of just whatever, let's move on to Dragon, who got...
Is it just whatever? Oh,
yeah, no. Other than the legendaries, which are very good.
There's that new Serpent Drake.
Yeah, but it sucks. Okay,
No.
we'll get into it.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay, Infiniflame Dragon. Okay, dude. We all know
I
it.
mean, yeah.
It's freaking
Ramp
cracked.
Dragon Real. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
it's
good.
It's Gandhi. It's Ganda Goza. But more.
It's more Ganda. You ramp into it. You deal 1 million damage. Yeah, let's go.
You know about that OTK with
Piercing Noor?
You use the 6-drop guy to
use
recover
Prosperous Treasure
point.
Hoarder or whatever, and then you Infiniflame Piercing Roar it. Yeah, I know.
You're not gonna do that unless if you're like really hardcore memeing, but that's cute.
Yeah, unless your name is BTC, you're probably not gonna do that.
I was under the impression that like Ramp Dragon is like actually real again.
Yeah,
that's what I was hoping. But
it is with the legendaries and golds, but not so with
the foil cards that I've seen are like so good.
With the bronzes and
Dork
silvers,
over
not
here.
so much.
Dork is back again.
Yeah. Dark Dragoon is back. Forte Darkwing Ruler. She's literally just rotating out, and she's back again. Storm, during your turn, when you buff it or it disevolves, do recover 2 play points, destroy enemy follower, and gain can't be attack. Reduce damage from effects to 0. It's really good because it procs itself with evolve. Like if
it's a forte that's actually gonna see play this time.
Yeah, I think so too. Because if it didn't proc itself on evolve, I think it'd be mid. But because it does do the recover by itself, you can easily combo it with Dragon Breeder.
Wait,
or
do red pill me, Igni. How many ways do you have to buff this right now in rotation?
Dragon Breeder, Sacred Springs, and Mermaid Song, which is coming up. We'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay, okay.
But this is a
Are you
card
gonna
that is
play
like,
Springs? Actually, you know what? You don't even really need to do all the effects. Like, just a standard. There's just standard parts of like recover 2 play points. If that storm can't be attacked, reduce damage from effects to 0. That's being a sticky storm is already super good.
yeah.
You don't even need to be an overflow for that.
No, you don't. And I think even 2 effects is good on this card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
3 is the cherry on top. Okay,
You don't
next.
need the full effect, but it's nice if you happen to get it.
Exactly. Next is Leviathan the Furious. So Leviathan is back. 4/6/5. Can't attack. At the end of your turn, if Overflow is active... Oh, also can't be targeted. At the end of your turn, if Overflow is active for you, evolve this follower and deal 6 damage to all other followers. Evolve can attack. At the end of your turn, deal 6 damage to all other followers.
We've seen cards like... Oh, interestingly, you don't need Overflow on Evo. Like,
yeah.
We've seen similar cards like this where it's like a super overstacked can't attack kind of guy.
But
then when he does Evo, he becomes a menace, but like, oh, he doesn't gain Evo stats. Okay.
He doesn't gain Evo stats, but I still think this might see play. Because if you're ramping, you can easily turn around the board
it's a free Evo
that the opponent develops while you're ramping. Especially because Dragon loses Drock and a lot of AoE. This might be necessary.
True.
It's okay. It's all right. I think it's not a great card, but I think it might see play.
Amazing, but it's good to have because I don't think we have that many crazy AoEs in Dragon after the rotation.
It might see play.
Well, we have Infinite Flame too, but
you can manual evolve it if you need to, and later on in the game, if you're an overflow, you can just land it if the opponent floods the board.
Yeah, so if you get aggro down super hard and you're in a pinch, you can you don't have to wait for overflow. You just hard elo him and do AoE.
Well, they can't all be Georges, I guess, but this is good enough.
Yeah.
Next,
it's good enough.
Flame Lizard's Breath. So Fire Lizard is back, but in a spell. Deal a pool of X damage divided between all enemy followers. X equals your total play point ors.
It's a little baby chimera that can't hit face.
It's a baby chimera that can't hit face. It's a worse Octress spell. But,
I'm trying to think. Even in like a control dragon build.
Yeah, it's really mid. It takes.
I don't think you'd make space for it.
You wouldn't make space for it in your deck. It's too low value, and I don't think it's random. I think it is in order, but it's still even.
It's in order, yeah. That's how these always.
It's just whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of whatever, here's Twin Drake Guide. Fanfares. Summon a Fire Drake Whelp. If Overflow is active for you, put a random Dragoncraft follower that originally cost 1 play point or less from your deck into your hand. Not even into play. Give me a freaking break. Like,
wait, who do we even have? Because the only one I can think of is the gold anime guy.
Yeah, and then also
the one that like you get back a dragon that died last turn.
Yeah,
I can't think of anyone else right now.
Is there? It's so.
And
why doesn't it?
Ally Dragoncraft follower that costs 1 comes in play. Draw a card.
So at least you draw a card when you play it.
But the fact that she's 3 play points and you're gonna invest more to hard cast them,
it's clearly spring support. Like it's very obviously very direct.
I don't even know what Springs actually does.
Okay.
I just know it's a meme.
So Springs is a countdown 10 amulet that reduces the countdown whenever you play whenever a follower comes into play. So this does reduce Springs by 2 plus draws you a card. So
okay.
That's the and then Springs also buffs the board. So you get a wide board this way.
Okay.
But I don't know,
Springs copium.
It is. I was just gonna say it is a little copium. It's.
It'll be really funny if we get like an insane 1-drop though. Just print gotcha. Just print Cosmos for Dragon.
Why are there no 1-drops in this set when they're supposed to be pushing it?
Oh, there's a 1-drop. It's just a spell.
Yeah. Oh my god. I think this is a card that's meant to support a deck, but I don't think it's enough. Okay.
it's supporting a deck that doesn't exist yet, like, or it barely exists yet.
Yeah, and so
And
is
a
the
deck-
next card.
Oh no, I actually like Serpent Drake too. No,
Iron Scales. Oh, sorry. Were you gonna say something about?
no.
Okay. Iron Scale Serpent Drake. It's a 3/2, enhance 6, gain +3/+3. Once on each of your turns, when this follower's attack or defense is increased, summon another one. So okay.
It's not even disdain support. We have Gamu in rotation, but it's not even disdain support.
It's Spring's support again because Spring's buffs. So you're meant
Igni,
to.
I'm so sorry.
You're meant to play Springs and then play Iron Scale and then play Mermaid Song. We'll get to it, but who cares?
I am so sorry for your loss. Like,
it's okay.
Dragon loses the entire buff archetype. The only archetype they've been supporting for the past like year almost.
Yeah.
And now the only archetype they're supporting now is Springs.
And it's not even that good of support. It's like extremely mid support.
Is this the cost to pay for the legendaries?
Yeah, I mean, I could just ignore it and play Storm Ramp, so I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, no, Storm Ramp is totally fine.
Yeah. Next, Katakura Kojuro. Who? Rush.
Who?
If Overflow is active for you, gain +1/+1. And the following effect, next time it takes damage, reduce it to 0. If you have 10 play point orbs, gain +3/+3 instead and ward. Who is this for?
Oh, that's cute. Anyway.
What?
I like how it mentions Masamune in the text. It says Masamune at home.
It's Masamune at home. I guess we're not playing buff anymore, so it's our Tropical Mermaid side grade, but it's not.
It's a take 2.
You get to 10 play point orbs, and instead of playing Infiniflame Dragon, why don't you play Katakura Kojuro? How about
could you?
No.
What if you played 3 Katakura Kojuros, and you'd have 3 wards?
Like, am I meant to play this over Noir and Blank? No,
I don't think you're meant to play this at all.
Yeah, okay. Next, Lethal Dragoon Scyther. Why is it a 4 cost? Okay, all the other retrains are better, and this one is more expensive.
They got reduced, but here.
Why is it more expensive? And also on Fanfare, if Overflow is active, it summons another one. So it's Spring support again, but it's more expensive for no reason. Why?
Oh my god! At least she has at the very least she has Inherent Storm. You don't have to wait for Overflow. For Storm,
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
true. But that's still really bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Why are they like this?
What? I think I'm personally being punished. I don't know what I did.
Dude,
but
I feel attacked for you, dude.
That's so bad. Okay, so we got 3 good cards so far for Dragon. The top 3. And the rest have been bad. Let's keep going. Dragonute Martial Artist, 2/2/2. Put a Dragonute Fist into your hand and change its cost to 0. What am I meant to do with this? The only discard target in the whole deck is Noir and Blank, and Dragonute Fist discards the lowest cost one, so it doesn't discard Noir and Blank at all!
I forgot that they introduced this card this past expansion. They reintroduced Discord. Instead of making Discord into an actual thing, we got Springs.
And
Are you kidding me?
Dragonute is not even a targeted discard, so you never discard Noir and Blank. You just discard a low-cost card.
Oh my god. This is so sad, but so funny.
I'm upset. Next.
I'm upset for you.
Hailworm. Fanfare, deal 5 damage to all enemy followers. It's trash. Next.
Who cares? Yeah.
Mermaid Song. Okay, this one might actually see play. It's literally rearing at home, but it might still see play despite being worse rearing. Give +1 defense to all allied Dragoncraft followers. If Overflow is active for you, draw a card.
That's not aggro. Like, it's only defense, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Like,
it's card draw. You can buff Forte with it, I guess.
It's okay.
But you can buff
That's
Iron Scale Serpent Drake and summon
That's
it.
the best non-shiny card in here. Oh, you can't. Oh my god.
This is actually hell.
I'm so sorry.
So bad. Okay, next. Speaking of bad, let's talk about Departed Soul Taker. Yeah. What a waste of a good design, eh? Like,
Yeah. This is like my favorite anime card design, but the problem is that they kept the effect too faithful.
Yeah, it's
almost the same
too.
thing, and that's why it's bad, and she's still 9 costs.
It's a fanfare, so you can't even combo it with Charon or anything.
Randomly summon copies of guys of different costs to show this match. So like it's fanfare, it's different costs, so you had to do like a very specific setup. You give them last words, summon them back, sure, but like there's nothing really to do with those though,
it's
right?
Turn 9.
Like,
yeah, it's turn 9 board flood. That doesn't impact the opponent's side of the board.
It's a sticky board, but like no one cares.
While Flame and Glass loses nothing and ends games by turn 7. So like who even cares about Departed Soul Taker?
And the part is she only works on Shadow followers, so you can't cheat out the neutral storms either.
Yeah. It's bad. Next.
Yeah.
Kerberos, Infernal Hound, Burial Rite, put Mimi and Coco into your hand. The good versions, not the default spell versions. If X is at least 5, summon them instead. Give this and them Rush. If it's 10, give them Storm, which equals the number of Last Words cards that were destroyed this match.
It's Burial Rite and Last Word support.
It's actually pretty good.
And a lot of that's really good.
You're gonna okay.
Reminder that Mimi itself is a Last Words deal 2 damage to leader as well.
Yes.
So that's a lot of face.
They are both Last Words 2. And for some reason, Shadowcraft got really good bronzes and silvers. That
of course they did.
Almost all have Last Words, so yeah, that's gonna be a good one. Why?
Oh, yeah, like,
what did I do? Why is Dragon being punished while Shadow is still being rewarded?
Shadow has committed the most sins over the past like 2 years, and yet
their silvers are still really good.
Also, the fact that she's still really good. Even like the base effect is decent. Like you don't even before you get the full 10 Last Words. Like she's still really good utility that helps further the engine because Mimi and Coco are also Last Words.
And the addition of Kerberos and Orthrus makes Sin Hunter actually playable, which is kind of scary because that card is good. It just it's not playable yet, but it might become playable now, which is scary. But you know what's not scary? Charon, who sucks.
I mean, Charon is one of those weird, goofy cards that could have potential.
In the future, yeah.
Like, Accelerate 1, you pretty much Burial Rite from deck. The highest cost Shadowcraft follower in deck.
Yeah.
Which is neat. Ward, Fanfare, remove all effects except change to its attack or defense from one of the highest cost followers in your deck and put it into play, then destroy it. So she's also Fanfare Burial Rite deck Burial Rite as well. Yeah. And Ward, Reanimate 10. Give Rush, and at the end of turn you destroy it. But who do you use with it right now? Because Soul Taker is Fanfare. GTA, it doesn't have synergy with GTA because I think GTA dies first, right?
Yeah, GTA dies first.
So I mean, there's probably there's gonna be some kind of goofy meme with this in the future.
Yeah,
I'm sure, but like right now, there's not really any synergy with anything. I'm pretty sure, at least in rotation.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing you can do is like Burial Rite, Flame and Glass from hand, and then do.
It's a really, really terrible way to get Raider.
It's also bad in
possible way to get Raider.
I think it's also just bad in Flame and Glass because you get Krampus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it sucks, but it might be scary later. Next. Orthrus Infernal Fang, Burial Rite, put a random Shadowcraft follower from your deck into your hand. If Burial Rite was performed on a Shadowcraft follower that originally cost 7 play points, put 2 into your hand instead, and evolve Burial Rite again, deal 2 damage to all enemy followers. This card is really good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Especially in Burial Rite, if they're pushing Burial Rite as a deck, you can do it on Lakandula. So you draw 2, off discarding your Lakandula. You Burial Rite again on Evo, clear your enemy board, and then Sin Hunter is playable on a single card proc. Because Sin Hunter only gets Storm if you proc 2 Burial Rites, which is usually pretty hard. But because this one card does it twice, it's easily the Sin Hunter enabler.
The only thing is that you can't Burial Rite Flame and Glass. You have to Burial Rite a Shadow to get the 2 searches, but like, that's fine. Like, I think you have enough targets to work with that you're fine with that.
Yeah, I think this is trying to push Burial Rite as a deck more so than FNG and Last Words, but it's still
going to be FNG.
Yeah.
Oh, Mino is back. Yeah, like the fact that everything in Shadow has so much synergy anyway.
Oh, also, the double Burial Rite in one card means that you invoke Lakandula too, which is pretty okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Mino's back.
Yeah, Mino is back. Daydreaming Reaper. If at least okay. Here comes the BS, because all the silvers and bronzes are good, and they all support Last Words, which all support Kerberos and the existing Last Words package. They're heavily overcompensating for the rotation of Ominous Tyrant. Let's get into it. If at least 5 allied cards had Last Words when they were destroyed this match, gain +4/+4 and Rush for a 1 cost.
That's the easiest thing.
Super easy, especially with Luna, because it counts the amulets. And Last Words gain 1 Shadow. Okay, that's fine. But it's just a 1 cost Last Words for the package that also just has a huge upside.
That's like Sword getting a one drop 5/5 for Rally 5. Like, that's not a condition.
It's so easy. Next, you're gonna be even more mad. Wandering Plague Bearer. Fanfare, destroy a random allied follower. Last Words, destroy 2 random enemy followers. It's so good!
Why?
Why is it so good?
But it's understated, so it's fine.
No, it's not. It's not fine. I disagree.
Oh, Amy is back.
I guess the one saving grace is that it's not a 2 cost, so it can't be summoned by Otherworld Gatekeeper. But even at 3, it's pretty strong. You can proc your own Last Words, and you have a better Urchin Corpse. Like,
it's like, I guess there's a lot of space for 3-drop now.
Yeah.
In Shadow. I guess. But
okay, next silver. Amy's back.
Amy.
Corral Souls, destroy oh my god. Destroy an allied follower, summon 2 ghosts, draw 2 cards.
Oh my god.
That is so strong.
I don't think we actually have that many cards that like destroy your own follower.
Yeah,
cost,
because
right? in rotation right now.
Because Amy rotated and soul conversion. But I mean,
I like it. It's not as abusable as say
Wicked.
The 1-drop one. I forgot what the 1-drop one was.
Soul conversion.
The OG, like yeah. It's not as abusable as soul conversion, but you get 2 ghosts out of it. It's more aggro. That's pretty good.
You get 2 ghosts out of it. You can do it on your Mino on turn 1. Fill up your hand. You can do it on Luna, which is huge value too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Next, Attendant of the Abyss, Ward, Fanfare, Enhance.
This guy.
Yeah, the Lich is back. Enhance 8, he summons an Undead King and evolves both of them, which is pretty expensive.
He has Ward this time, yeah.
But I mean, it also is just Ward, Last Word, summon a Lich. It's okay.
It's okay, yeah. It's 4-drop, so you're not... You have... It's Shadow. You have so many things to use in Shadow. Like,
yeah. I think this is a take-2 card.
Yeah, it's a really good take-2 card. Like, you're not so pressed for Last Words cards that you're going to be playing more expensive ones like this.
Yeah. I mean, especially since they've changed from Last Words followers to Last Words cards, the amulets proc too. So Luna, that's already 3 that you're playing, right? And then, like, it's so easy to get the rest of the way there. So I don't think you need to play Attendant of this.
Yeah.
Next, Beguiling Spectre, 2 cost 2/2. Last Words, put a ghost into your hand. Enhance 5, summon a Ghostly Rider. It's a...
Who?
Ghostly Rider is the guy who gives ward to a random allied follower on Last Words.
Who? Okay.
Well, it's the guy that you get out of freaking.
No, yeah, I know.
Chris. How do you?
Yeah, exactly. But like, there's not really any like important application to having ghosts in hand right now, right?
Thinking,
Noble
Phantasm.
I mean, it's just another storm to use. But it's not giving you shadow. So again, like it's not that bad of a last words, but you have better options most likely.
Yeah, it's not a bad last words card. You're totally right there. I think you do have better
It's just
options.
all the other last words are just so broken now.
When other last words rotate out, maybe you play this so that you can get the ghost to use with Corral
Yeah.
Souls or something, but it's whatever. Next, Corpse Peddler. Fanfare summon a cursed coin. Which
Crypto.
it's the one where if you perform necromancy, no, at the end of your turn you perform necromancy 2 and draw a card. This is very mid, whatever.
It's a passive way to get necromancy 6. Cause it's a direct fanfare, I guess.
It is a direct fanfare, but it doesn't do anything else.
I mean to say it's a direct summon on fanfare.
Yeah, and it
As
also
a 3-drop.
I think because Luna exists, you don't need Corpse Peddler, if you know what I mean, because you already get the draw and the heal.
We didn't lose any of the other like necromancy 6 cards in Velsar, did we?
No, I believe Spirit Invasion is still in the game, and I think so is Entanglement. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just like not that bad, but again, you have higher priorities.
And I mean, we still have Susie, so.
Yeah.
Lifespan Calculation. Randomly put a copy of one of the highest cost allied Shadowcraft followers destroyed this turn into your hand and give it +2 attack and rush. So you can use Charon to tutor Raider and then give Raider more attack, but you spend a whole 2 play points doing that setup while not doing anything on board, and you also can't play Krampus that way. I don't think it's that great.
It does not seem that great. Like I feel like you could do a meme with it somehow, but like there could be goofy interactions, but it's not.
Let me think. Even if you don't Charon, if you just draw Raider, you can very well
You would have to play Charon.
No, you don't have to, right? Because if you have Raider in hand,
yeah,
then you can dog it in Ghost Hound, and then you play this, and you get a higher attack Raider combo.
Oh, okay. You know what? Not just saying for Berry Rights alongside Berry Right. It's cute.
Yeah,
but not necessary.
I think exactly that you hit the nail on the head. It's cute, but it's not necessary, and it's also you're wasting a slot in your deck for this, and it doesn't cycle itself. And I think there are better things that you can do that achieve the same goal, basically, right?
Yeah, like there's some goofy things like you can do Anisage buff off of this or something like that.
Yeah,
there are other storms you could try to buff with this, but like. Yeah, like it's meme territory.
Yeah,
it's goofy, it's cute, but
it's whatever. I think Shadow got a pretty big dub with some of their silvers though.
Yeah, the silvers are so cracked.
Yeah. Anyway, Blood, Doom Lord of the Abyss. Hey, it's a card I revealed. Fuses Bloodcraft cards. Whenever cards are fused to it, change it to 6, but you can only fuse if Vengeance is active. It has Storm and deal X damage to all their followers, which is equal to your leader's defense, and then you deal damage to your leader until their defense drops to 1.
It's Zoe at home.
It's Zoe at home, but you can combo it with Urias and make it really good, right?
Yeah. Because like you don't take any damage, so you have this big, fat storm guy for. I mean, it's still like a 6-drop though.
Yeah,
but
yeah. And I forgot to read out the most important effect on Evolve. You take you have damage immunity until the start of your next turn, which is huge.
Yeah, so with your rise, you don't get punished. You guarantee you can't die the following turn, which is really good. Mm-hmm. But I think the main thing that throws me off is that Vengeance sucks.
And Lieselot rotates, right?
Does she? Yeah, there's not really any good Vengeance enablers. The only one that comes to mind for me is the
guy you discard.
7 cost the guy that you discard and the 7 cost, the Archdemon, I think.
Yeah. But this doesn't work with Archdemon and Urias because Archdemon damages yourself, right? And if you have Urias active, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So there are problems with this. I think the lack of good Vengeance activator makes it mid, as soon as Blood
Yeah.
gets a good Vengeance activator in rotation,
He has potential.
this is going to be
the
really
idea,
good with Urias.
The idea of a Zoe effect, like this is actually like a little easy to use in the actual Zoe.
Yeah.
It's a Zoe effect that all it's missing is the actual engine piece.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't take a whole lot to make him good. As long as Vengeance is good,
you just need
it's just
to
going to take a lot.
Vengeance.
It's just going to take a lot for Vengeance to become good.
Yeah. Or even if Vengeance is not good, just like a card that can activate Vengeance that is easy to play, then you can play.
Oh my god, I just realized.
Yeah.
The last time Vengeance was good was Rebirth of Glory.
Seductress Vampire, yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, Blood actually got good cards this set.
Okay, they've been so scared to print good Vengeance support ever since then.
Yeah. Shall we get into the bat package?
Vampy!
Yeah, Vania is back. She puts a gift for Bloodkin into your hand, which is great already.
Gift is broken.
Yeah, it's great for Wrath already. And then the rest just keeps piling on from there. If Vengeance or Wrath is active, put Summon Bloodkin into your hand, and it gains the ability to evolve for 0 evolve points. And then, whenever an allied forest bat comes into play, give it Storm and Bane and deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. Jeez.
Oh, Bloodsucker is still in rotation too.
Bloodsucker is still in rotation, yeah.
I was just thinking like, oh yeah, Bane, so it's kind of like Bloodsucker, but like even easier to use.
And it does damage to face, and it's free Evo, and we also have Vite and the castle. Let's get into it.
I'm not sure how many other forest bat supports we have in rotation right now, but these two guys.
Yeah, these 3 guys are insane.
These do a lot.
Vite, summon a forest bat, deal 1 damage to your leader, draw a card, do it twice. Okay, that's really good already for Wrath and for the bat package.
Yeah.
At the start of your opponent's turn, if you have Wrath active, give +1/+1 to all allied forest bats. Evolve, put an amulet that costs 2 play points from your deck into play. Deal 4 damage to an enemy follower. And I think we can't talk about this without talking about the next card. Vampire Queen's Castle.
Vampy is in the Evo art though. Oh.
Yeah, that's really good, isn't it?
That's pretty good.
And then Vampire Queen's Castle, once on each of your turns, when your leader takes damage, summon a forest bat and give it ward. If Wrath is not active for you, deal 1 damage to your leader. Otherwise, restore 3 defense to your leader. So again, more Wrath.
There's a portrait of Vampire Queen on here. Yeah. I'm not concerned about the artwork, dude.
There is a portrait of Vampire Queen on there, and I think that confirms that Vampire Queen is their mom.
Yeah. Always has been.
That's insane, right? Like these 3 cards are really good.
These 3 like single-handedly revived an ancient engine. Like it made forest bats actually good.
It revived 2. It made Wrath good too.
Yeah, exactly. Like even if bats don't get like full support after this, like I think these 3 pieces are good enough. They're like so cracked together.
Yeah, because it's not just bats. It's bats bundled with Wrath, and that is enough.
Exactly,
I think to be a deck.
Yeah. Like it's bats. It's a new engine bundled with an already good engine.
Yeah.
Unlike Vengeance.
We're going to see ping damage, Vania and Vite lead into Omni-Faced Archdemon, and it's going to be sick.
Oh, God.
And
have him, yeah.
People probably will play like a one-of DE as well. Like, all right. Dancing Mini Soul Devil. 2/1/1. Whenever an allied follower evolves, evolve this follower, and it can't be attacked on evolve. And once on each of your opponent's turn, when an enemy follower evolves, give it -2/-2.
Oh, that's annoying.
It's annoying as hell. Yeah, and it's Evo
it's
Blood
very
support.
Annoying. Yeah, it's Evo Blood is also pretty decent. So like, yeah.
I mean, I think the one problem with Evo Blood is that it doesn't have enough cheap evolves, and this solves that problem in a very direct way.
Yeah, very efficient. Yeah.
It's better. Oh my God, what's her name? Yafenhar. Do you remember her?
I know who you're talking about.
Warding Thunder and Warding whatever, the redhead one.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah.
I play those in Overexecution.
Yeah. So it's a better version of that. It's cheap. It's good. It's annoying and Evo Blood support. Next.
Yeah.
Baleful Venomous Cobra. Rush, Fanfare, and Last Words deal 1 damage to all allies and enemies. That's really good.
Oh.
That's really, really good. For Wrath? Are you freaking kidding me?
Just any card that does double ping,
It
any
does,
single card that does 2 pings to yourself is cracked
it
for
does
that.
2 pings and it deals face damage. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it's more burn. And enhance 6, evolve it and give it last word summon itself, which is whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's just a nice option to have.
Yeah. Next, Sanguine Slash. You're gonna hate this one. It's Paracelsus support. If this card is discarded, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader and restore 1 defense to your leader.
Oh, that's cringe.
It's really good in Paracelsus. And deal 3 damage to a random enemy follower and then the enemy leader, and then restore the 3 defense to your leader. So if you are late game Paracelsus,
it's a razor.
it's a burn. If you are early game Paracelsus, it's a burn and sustain, and you get value out of discarding your hand. Yeah,
I mean,
quite good.
Remember Igni when we talked trash about Discord Blood last expansion?
I think we were right in the long term, but
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like we were technically right because we were framing it in rotation.
Yeah.
Like rotation, Discord is cope, and it's still gonna be cope even with this.
Might be good day one as people try and figure out their decks.
Yeah, because aggro is always good day one.
Yeah.
But they always fall off because of once people optimize their decks.
Yeah.
But Discord Blood is a thing.
In unlimited,
it's a very, very big thing. Yeah, in unlimited. Although I don't know if you play it in unlimited either, but it's there. It's nice to have.
It's a solid card, and I think Discard Blood getting 1 card, I'll accept it.
The fact that Discard Blood got more support and Crypto didn't amuses me immensely.
Yeah, where are all the glitter and gold cards? They just don't exist. Okay, next.
Just a mini expansion.
Okay, this is a really good card for Wrath.
Spiderweb.
Yeah, Spiderweb's back. Devious this time. She's got ward like before, but she also has, if Wrath's not active for you, deal 1 damage to your leader. Otherwise, gain +2/+2 and restore 3 defense to your leader. It's so good!
Yeah.
It's so good!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like I was almost gonna say oh, but she's only 1 ping, as if that's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's 1 ping on a huge stat ward that also gains stats and heals you later.
Yeah, I've just been getting spoiled by the Vast support so far. Like that's really good.
Yeah, Wrath Bat is gonna be a thing. I'm gonna play it. It's gonna be great.
Even I'm gonna play it, dude.
Whoa, that's big news.
Total guy wants to play bats, dude.
Seasoned Devil Hunter. This card's pretty mid. It's 3/2/2 Storm, which is fine. Fanfare, put Silver Bolt Hail into your hand, which is an Evo ping card, but you know, it's whatever.
Wow, Evo supports. I mean,
Evo support.
Hail was always kind of just whatever as a card.
Yeah.
It's a Storm, but it's only a 2/2 Storm. What's the point?
Yeah, and Evo is more control-y anyway, so it's like kind of weird. Maybe you play this in aggro Blood or something, but aggro is better as discard anyway, so it's kind of just in limbo, being not that great in any deck, really, I think. Okay, Frenzied Demon. I'm getting out of breath now. Fanfare. I think it's because I've used up all my gas getting mad at Dragon. Now I'm like tired. Fanfare. Destroy an enemy follower, restore 3 defense to your leader, draw a card, evolve, same thing. It's a take 2 card.
Oh, I actually skipped this card. This is such a NPC card. I didn't even see this card.
You literally just skipped it. He looks kind of like Grom from Warcraft. That's cool, but also
that's neat anyway.
It's bad. It's just a take 2 card, I think. Next.
It's not a bad take 2. It's pretty good for take 2.
Yeah, it's pretty good for take 2, but I don't think it fits in rotation.
It's kind of like the remember the 5-drop guy that does Fanfare deal 3 draw 1.
Yeah,
it's like that but worse.
Yeah. And the last card is Creeping Malice. Deal 2 to your leader, deal 5 to an enemy follower. This would be way better if it was deal 1, but it's deal 2. It's kind of heavy.
It is a 1-drop ping, which is nice.
We still have Ball and Chain, don't we? I think.
Do we? But I feel like Wrath is in such a good spot that they don't really need to play this right now.
Yeah, you might.
Maybe when you might later
so.
On, yeah, but it's not a priority.
See, the nice thing about Ball and Chain is that if you don't need the Wrath anymore, it has an effect. Whereas this is so bad late game too. No, I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Wrath is in a similar spot as Shadow Last Words. Like, it has so many good options.
Yeah,
so many good things to play as is that you're not gonna want to play these other cards, at least not yet.
You don't need the Creeping Malice. I think we still have Ball and Chain, and then we also got Baleful Cobra this set, which is way better. Yeah, I think this is whatever. Okay, ready for Haven? I like how naturally we have to save the yours for last, which is kind of hype, just because it's the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, Imperial Saint. I think we talked about this a little bit. It's weird, but it's not bad.
Like it's kind of it's strange how absurdly different he is from the anime effect. Of course, they weren't gonna print the anime effect. He was if you die, you don't die. You heal 10 and also D-shift or something.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm glad they didn't do that.
He's very, very weird and awkward and clunky, but he's not that bad.
I'm not sure where he really fits in, right? Like in a controlling Haven list, do you play this?
Because I think the idea that he basically refunds damage that you take.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those kind of cards that looks kind of weird, but might be better in practice.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can definitely see it being annoying, right? Like you play it on 4 against a controlling Haven, or as a controlling Haven, and your opponent has to either use the resources to not only deal with the body, but also the summoned body.
And if you really wanted to, you can free evo him with Holy Saber.
Yeah, so I think it's weird on paper, but it might be better in practice than we're thinking. Yeah. Okay. Jean is back, and she's replacing Abdiel, I guess is all we have to say, because she's Ward, draw a card, evolve, deal 2 damage to all enemy followers, restore 2 defense to your leader, enhance 6, restore, do that same thing also, but also evolve for 0 evolution points. So
she's so good. She does really good, a lot of good stuff, yeah.
It's good on 3, it's good on 4, frankly, and it's good on 6.
Good for both. It's good for both Ward and Control.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a free Evo 2 to lead up into Saber. So
we have alt art with Dark Jean too.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
Dark Jean is actually an alt art for this card, and it's also the leader card for this set.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this a leader?
Yeah, it's the leader.
Is this? Oh, okay. Okay.
It also the leader looks freaking amazing, by the way.
Like, she looks so good.
The wings take up the whole screen on the evolve animation. It looks really
it's so good. Smooth.
I hope I get that. Next.
I actually will Spark if I need to. I actually really want.
Yeah, I think she might be menu default. Ascended Prism Priestess. Fanfare, put a random countdown amulet that costs 2 or less from your deck into your hand. And subtract 1 from its cost. If at least 5 have been destroyed, put 2 different ones into your hand instead.
Broken.
It's really strong. Especially...
Absolutely broken.
Yeah, it's really good.
This is unlimited too. You have a repose searcher that can reduce repose by 1 now.
It's good in unlim, but it's even good in rotation. We're gonna talk about Crusaders Rallying Cry and Hierophant's Implements soon.
You know why this is so broken? This is Garuda TANKO support.
It is. But that is not why it's broken. I think in rotation, it's okay. I think it sucks that Yathalant rotates when we're finally getting amulet support.
Oh, yeah. Okay, actually,
but
I forgot about that.
It's good with Vajra.
It's such a good card. It's going to be relevant in rotation eventually. Like
at some point, it's going to be good. Vajra is already, quote-unquote, playable. With the amulets we're getting in this set, too, I think it's going to see play. Speaking of which, Crusaders Rallying Cry, it's literally Beast Call Aria, but it also heals you if you've destroyed 5 allied amulets.
That's good.
It's good.
It's called good.
It also costs 1 with the Prison Priestess, so.
And if you do have the full effect active, it's 0 cost, subtract 2. Oh, no, it's not 0 cost. It's just subtract 2 from Countdown, which is good. Yeah.
It's subtract 2 from Countdown, and it also pairs with... Can we just skip to Hierophant's Implements real quick, because we're on the topic?
But I just want to say, like, of course, the only drawback is that Beast Call actually summons too many guys, so you can oversummon.
Yeah,
that happens a lot with Beast Call.
But the good thing about it is you summon the Falcon first, so
the
Storm.
The impotent one.
And it's important here, too, because with Ascended Prison Priestess, you can get Crusaders Rallying Cry for 1, and Hierophant's Implements for 0. And Hierophant's Implements, if we just jump towards that, countdown 2, subtract 1 from the countdown of another allied amulet. Last words, draw a card. So if you have if you have 5 amulets destroyed, you can Ascended Prison Priestess, draw a 1-cost Rallying Cry and a 0-cost Implements, play Rallying Cry, and then pop it immediately with Implements.
That is nasty. Again, broken
It's
in
really good.
Unlimited.
It's really,
oh
really
my
good.
god.
It's really, 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 really good, and it also draws a card,
That's
so it
so
cycles
good.
itself.
That's so good.
Yeah. So Amulet is getting a lot of support, right as Yathlon rotates, unfortunately, but might still be good enough with Vajra and a little bit more help.
We're gonna get a new Amulet Haven WinCon. It's Amulet Haven.
Yeah.
They always get at least something.
We're gonna get something, if
inevitable.
not now, then eventually, and I think these cards are all gonna be really important for that.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Tina Sacred Sister. Ward. If at least 5 allied followers had Ward when they were destroyed, evolve this. And at the end of your turn, put a random Havencraft follower from your deck into your hand. Really good card.
That's really good. That's really good.
It's a 2-cost.
Ward Haven is still. Oh,
yeah.
go on.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's a 2-cost ward that evolves for free, so it helps with Holy Saber
and searches.
And searches. So yeah, like you said, I think Ward Haven's just still gonna be
because Ward Haven is already like it's still good. It's kind of in a similar situation that Dirt has been, where it's very very close to being great, but it's on a precipice. The one of the things that Ward Haven is missing is card advantage. And hey, she's a searcher.
She is a searcher.
And a low cost ward, free evo, and search.
Shall we talk about her brother as well, Lucius? Because he's back too.
It's his brother? Why is he Haven now?
So I think the lore with Lucius and Tina is that they're freelancers and they just do random odd jobs.
Oh, okay.
So like they were goblin slayers, they're priests, and I think they've also taught at Mysteria at one point. Like that's their lore, I think. So they're just jumping around from class to class. We might get a rude version of them eventually in the future. I don't know. But here,
do we get a Portal version?
I don't know. I don't think they've ever been an Eldritch Abomination, but maybe they'll find that on Upwork.com or whatever.
It's only a matter of time.
Lucius Holy Knight fanfare. Sorry, it's a ward. And also, fanfare, if there are at least 2 enemy followers in play, gain the ability to evolve for 0 evolution points. And on evolve, it destroys an enemy follower. And if you have more evolve points remaining than your opponent, you recover 2 evo points.
That's good.
Not bad.
Like, I have that kind of idea where it's just like slightly less convenient just because he's 4-drop.
Yeah.
Like
being a 4-drop
I'm in that mode. I'm in that mode where like it's really good, but like I consider it's one of those it's kind of like Wrath where I'm just feeling spoiled right now.
Yeah. No, I get you. It's a little pricey, but I think if you go second,
it's worth it. Yeah, I think it's worth it.
If you go second, especially, it's good. You get to evolve for free, deal with the enemy board, and you recover 2, meaning you can play Tina as well.
Like it's less convenient, but that's fine. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, you might play that. All right, next, Reverend Punishment. Freaking Father Punishment is back. And he's bad still. Enhance 4, destroy an enemy follower or amulet. Evolve, do the same. It's so mid.
Take 2.
Yeah. Next.
I'm glad that is bad, but
he's back, which is funny. Masked.
Did I say I'm glad he's bad?
Yeah, you said
I'm glad he's bad and back, just like the good days.
Great. Masked Abyss 2/2/2. Bane can't be targeted. Whatever.
It's like, what's his name? Like the OG 2/2.
It's better menu, I guess.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Annoying,
next.
but you don't need her. Yeah.
No, she's not gonna be played. She doesn't fit anywhere.
Yeah.
Next is
Zlatorog.
Zlatorog? Ward, fanfare, enhance 6, summon Zlatorog, evolve all Zlatorogs. Last words, draw a card. It's a ward that cycles, which is not bad.
It's more evos for Holy Saber.
You might run it in a pinch. I don't think it's the best ward,
fine,
though.
Because I guess that's fine because again, like it's a cycle. Like Ward wants that kind of thing anyway. Like they're okay with that.
Yeah, the fact that it cycles is its biggest boon. I think you might play it.
3-drop is fine. If you happen to have enhance 6, that's fine. Yeah, I think he's fine.
Yeah.
He's not impressive, but he's good enough.
He's not like a. Yeah, it doesn't blow you away, but you're like, oh yeah, this will probably be played.
I'll take this. Yeah.
Sublime Talisman, last card here. Countdown 4. If any allied followers with Ward are in play, subtract 2 from the countdown and summon a Barong.
Okay. Barong is back. That's pretty good.
Barong is back. It's not bad. I feel like
Amulet's Amulets and Ward is kind of weird.
I was just gonna
'cause
say
it
the
does
same
take up
thing.
more space, yeah.
Yeah. I
Like
think
even a 2-drop countdown, as good as that is kind of awkward sometimes.
I think between this and the priest that we just got in the mini, they're trying to give you the option of maybe bridging the gap between ward and amulet. But
Yeah,
I don't think that combination
I don't think
will
that's
be as good
necessary.
as any of the others by themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're not gonna you're not gonna use the amulet support alongside Ward. You just want to focus exclusively on Ward.
Yeah. So it's whatever. Okay, it's time. It's your time.
My time to
And
shine.
I wanna congratulate you ahead of time for the silvers, and I wanna
Oh really?
I
Oh no.
wanna console you ahead of time for the bronzes.
You know what? I'll take that because you know what? You can console me now for the future nerf because Orcus is she is way too good.
She's so
She's
strong.
way too strong. 'Cause
Absolutely cracked.
I misread this card several times and nobody thought she was broken, and then she's just got better and better.
She's so strong.
Fusion puppets. You fuse puppets. Let me handle this.
Yeah, go for it.
whenever cards are fused to her, you summon a puppet and give it +1. So like, you're using your puppets to get a stronger puppet.
Yeah.
Like, that stonks right there. It's a stronger puppet for free.
Literally, number only go up, bro. It's like the opposite of crypto.
Fanfare. This card is fused with at least one card. You summon the new Lloyd. And if you fuse with at least 3 cards, evolve both of them. Both Orcus and Lloyd. And with Evo, your puppets get Storm.
Yep.
That includes enhanced puppets.
Yep.
And Lloyd himself, he's already, like, he has Storm himself and Ward. And at the end of your turn, you stun 2 random enemy followers. They can't attack next turn. Why?
It's busted. It's busted, and if you have 2 Orcuses in hand, like, you can play one, and then the other one can still fuse. So you get stronger puppets too. Like, that's...
Once again, puppets have been in a really good spot for a while, on the precipice of greatness. You know?
Yeah.
Like, they've been so close. They just need that little push. This is way too big of a push, dude.
It's pretty
there were
huge.
So many ways to abuse this. I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm not gonna tell you about my Jerry OTK idea, but like we have plenty of really strong puppets already. We have this Shanna, like Calamity. Nah.
I've seen your tweet.
If you wanted to,
Yeah,
if you wanted to,
hilarious.
you can Calamity search for her.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Zoid counts as a Calamity body too. You're not gonna do Calamity win Common Orcus. You're gonna win like 20 turns before Calamity anyway. But like, she is unreasonably good. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's really busted. Okay. You want to take on the next
Just do
one
the
too?
entire section. I got this. Okay. So
I just want to let you have it.
Divine Treasure. Yeah. This is all me. Okay. Summon Divine Treasure. You choose one of the following cards to add to hand. You summon. Okay. You summon one of the following. You get either Spear of Judgment, Shield of Transgression, Eternal Dogma. All of these are new tokens. In hand 5, you summon Divine Treasure Herald. In hand 7, you summon Divine Treasure Guardian. That's a lot. Okay, so Spear of Judgment. These are all countdown 2 amulets. Spear is at the end of your turn, deal 3 damage to random enemy follower, and then you ping 1 damage to the enemy leader.
Yep.
Shield is Nopotent.
Yep.
It's you can't take more than 4 damage at a time. We have Nopotent in Portal again. It's 4 this time, not 3, but that's still really good option.
Great tech against Elements of Creation.
Yeah, exactly. Like, great tech against any OTK deck.
Great
at
tech
the
against
end of your turn.
Red Rageworm when that comes out.
Dogma, at the end of your turn, restore 2 defense cheerleader and draw a card. And for the followers, Herald is Rush Ward. Last words, you put a copy of Divine Treasure back to hand, but without enhance anymore. And Treasure Guardian is Rush Ward Strike, deal 3 damage to enemy leader. This is a lot. And what I like about this is that it gives you flexibility. It gives you so many options for so many different situations. It's control It's removal. It can be extra ping damage. It's draw, whatever you need. And if you happen to get the enhanced live calamity bodies,
I
having
think
2. Yeah.
no. Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing. Yeah. Because it's two 5 cost plus followers, right?
Yeah, like 2 really good, like stacked 5 cost followers with like decent effects. Like big, giant, annoying walls alongside whatever amulet you choose.
Mm-hmm.
The only drawback is if you're gonna do the calamity route, the amulet might boardlock you. But
Right, that's
that's
true.
fine. It takes up both space, but that's fine. It's only
It's not
countdown
that
2.
bad. It's only countdown 2 as well.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty easily splashable in any portal deck that wants to go long too.
It is. Yeah, it's an extremely flexible card
Especially
for just
because
whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and all of the effects are very controlling, so that's kind of what they want you to do. Yeah.
The only drawback is I'm probably not gonna play with Orcus because Orcus is strong enough. Oh well.
Oh well. Shall we talk about Resonance? Tile and Norn. Okay.
Okay, so them trying to make Resonance more of a thing.
Hey,
after
Ewan's still
Magnetize.
in the format, and you can summon it with Tile. So if Resonance is active, you
That's-
draw a card, evolve, summon Ewan.
Yeah, basically only Ewan.
And at the end of your turn, if Resonance is active, summon a 1 cost, I guess.
You summon Iron Hero. So like the dilemma with Resonance right now is that there's no win con. Like
Yes.
actually there's 2. There's no win con and a lot of Resonance procs, like a lot of ways to activate Resonance rotates out in Velsar as well. However, Tile. Oh yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, it's just such a shame that all of this happened right after Magna Zero rotates. Like what?
Magna isn't even broken. Like they could afford to give Magna 1 good expansion.
Yeah. So sad.
But although Tile, she is very like generic. So if you wanted to, you can play this in Artifact. You summon a 2-drop Artifact from deck, and
oh, that's true.
there is no one playable in Artifact unless you want to play Magisterial or something.
There is an analyzing shuffler in this set, but
I
it's
kind of
bad.
figured there'd be something. Oh, okay, but like she's a good generic card, but in the context of Artifact, you have she competes with so many other Evos anyway.
Yeah.
She's a good card, just doesn't have good supports to really get the most out of her right now.
Can I just say, earlier I said congratulations on the silvers. Can I take that back? I'd like to console you on the silvers because Magna Zero has rotated already. Shall we talk about Norn?
Oh. Okay. Your card.
It is my card, yeah. Destroy an enemy follower.
Fair. Yeah.
And it gives your leader, whenever you get Resonance, recover a play point, and evolves draw a card. So you get this persistent resource recovery, which is nice.
It's a leader engine. It's like Deus Ex Machina at home.
Yeah.
But
there's no win con.
It's not. There's no win con. It's not as abusable in rotation, at least until I see Silvers maybe. But
yeah,
like it's as a advanced engine, it has potential.
Mm-hmm.
But and even in Unlimited, the idea of getting this kind of effect in Artifact would be broken in Unlimited Artifact. But he's 5 costs. He comes out too late.
Yeah. Okay.
Good card. He just Rose is back. Good card, but he doesn't have the dude. I'm just gonna get excited to see every single new like returning card now.
Yeah, Norn's okay, but Resonance needs more than just an engine. It needs an actual goal, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the problem with Rosa and Kasim. Okay, so let's talk about it. Do you want to read this? You want to read this out? I want to hear your reaction live.
Because this is all fresh for me.
Yeah.
So fanfare, banish a card from your hand and put a copy of it into your deck. At the end of this turn, draw a card. At the end, okay. Whenever Resonance becomes active for you, restore 1 defense to all allies. Evolve. If no allied Kasim the Courageous are in play. Oh, that's the other new guy. Okay.
Yeah, it's the other new guy.
Summon 1. Whenever Resonance becomes active for you, restore 1 defense to all allies. I'm gonna have to look at Kasim first. But
okay, let's take a look.
Right off the bat, just the idea of like having more cards that do banish, put copy into a deck, for me personally, is amazing. Just because I always draw my goddamn invokes in every single deck.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
With Rosa, with Ewan, and now Kasim apparently.
Yeah, let's take a look at Kasim.
So he does the same thing. A fanfare, banish a card from hand, put a copy into your deck. At the end of the turn, draw a card. Whenever Resonance becomes active, you deal 1 damage to all enemies instead. Okay,
Ines
so
is back, but as a fox boy.
that's really, really neat.
It's pretty good.
Like, same thing, yeah. Like, Rosa is AoE heal and AoE draw. I mean, not AoE draw. AoE damage for Chasm, which is really, really cool.
It is really cool.
That's really, really neat.
And remember, banish and then draw, and then like that's a resonance activator.
Yeah.
In itself.
It's a shame that it doesn't immediately draw the way that Ewan is, but that's fine. Like, at least you still get the AoE box anyway.
I think these two cards are pretty good.
I love these 2 new cards. I really do. But
they're the ones that I was saying, like, congratulations for.
Yeah.
But again, like resonance.
It's just the fact that, like, it's not enough. It's not enough to make resonance into like a new, like, to make resonance into an actual thing here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, like, we have a lot of really good engine pieces now, but no payoff.
Yeah.
You can't do unlimited artifacts, resonance 20 times, Chasm AoE for like 20, right? It's like,
no.
We don't have an engine like that in here or anything, so.
I wonder, can you splash resonance into another deck? It's probably not even worth it though, like, right?
Again, it's not worth it in the sense that artifact, you need to play all the artifacts. Puppets, you have some leeway in puppets, but I think because the Orcus payoff is just so good. Like, I'm expecting games to end at turn 6 or 7 anyway. You probably don't need the resonance for the extra, like, consistency boost. Oh wait, Machina? Because Machina is like super duper generic. I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention that Summon Divine Treasure is incredible in Machina because that's the best control archetype we have in rotation right now.
And then you go into Baphomet.
Yeah. Like, I guess you could squeeze in space. For Rosa and Chasm, because Rosa is a heal engine too, which is kind of neat. Again, it's good control tools.
And then with Tile and Norn, you just try and draw towards Baphomet.
I mean, hey,
then
Tile, you can summon out a Enforcer.
That's
without buff.
True.
just like basic 1/1 rush. I mean, it's fodder. It gets you fusion fodder, I guess.
Yeah.
It's cute. Speaking of cute, Eccentric Engineer, you summon a creeping slime?
This card's so bad.
It's so bad. But I love it. Evolve a random unevolved ally creeping slime. Dude, I used to do memes of like quote unquote ambush portal with creeping slime.
Mm-hmm.
Just find dumb ways to buff him up and hope they don't have an actual removal spell. It's not good. It wasn't good back then. It's not good here. But
you can do it again because you have forged weaponry. It's time to do creeping slime portal.
But like, it is 2 evos. It is evo support, but we don't really have evo, payoff anymore in portal.
I can't believe that they strategically did the card art so that she's lying down on a cloud so you can't see her toes. They must have done that on purpose.
I appreciate it. That's very considerate of them. Flower doll.
Oh wait, we didn't even say anything about Eccentric Engineer. Like, is it good? Is it bad? Sounds sounds awful.
Well, okay. Of course, I'm biased in the sense that I like most portal cards, even if they're bad.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna find ways to use dumb stuff like this, right? But we don't have evo payoff.
Yeah.
And getting 2 evos is fine, sure, but it's not gonna fit in any builds right now.
The stats aren't even that great for.
It's not that great, yeah. Like, it's just okay.
Anyway, Flower Doll, it's back. Get excited.
Okay. I am excited, but you said it's bad, so.
No. This one's okay. It's the other ones that are bad.
Answer, give an ally puppet the following fact. Last word, summon Blossoming Flower Doll.
So you can do the 1-cost spell to get a puppet, and then immediately do this on turn 2.
And she still has last words. Put a puppet into your hand. Yay! Okay.
So it's just puppet generation engine.
Yeah, because unlike the OG Flower Doll, like, she directly summons a copy of her. Like you don't add her to hand. She doesn't have any weird conditions like having 3 of those cards. You just summon her directly, which means she's really, really good for destroy 10.
I quite like this one, honestly, especially with
so good.
Especially with the 1-cost puppet generator that you just got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Also,
It's
obviously,
so
this works on
good.
enhanced puppets too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
All right, now time for the
Puppet's
rest of the bronzes.
Hydro Gunner, who mega lol. Rush, Fanfare, Last Words, put Analyzing Artifact into your deck. Oh, we're doing this again.
I think that's the same reaction I had. The exact same. I think
we're
we're over the hill on shuffling artifacts into your deck in rotation.
We're devolving back into OG.
I don't think you want to do that, first of all. I don't know, man.
Like, yeah, you do give yourself a target for a tile, but like we are desperate for 1-drop artifacts. We don't have Spinalia and Artifact anymore, but we're not that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I don't think
we don't need rushes. We're not really pressed for more rushes in Artifact either.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I didn't like this guy when I saw him.
Like, I might have to play him just because I'll have space for him after the rotation, but I'm not excited about it. Wait. Robo-Pup is an artifact?
Robo-Pup is an artifact, so you don't have to play Hydro Gunner. Okay,
that's true. Okay.
So that's the one good thing about Robo-Pup. The effect of Robo-Pup is a little strange.
If any allied followers are in play, destroy 1, draw a card. It's a shadow card.
It's okay.
If you selected an artifact follower, if I was following, I liked it.
But it doesn't gain full health stats on Evolve either, so it just trades super easy.
It's fine. You don't really care because it's artifact. You just want them to die for names anyway.
I think this one is better on a second read than I first saw, because I didn't see that it was an artifact when I first read it. Like,
really, the only drawback is the sense that because it's another main deck artifact, as amazing as that is, it interferes with search targets.
Yeah, I think it's good though. Like the first time I read it, I didn't see that it was an artifact, so I was like, whatever. But now that I see it's an artifact, it's like, that's pretty good.
It's funny because that's what happened to me last time with BTS with the K-pop band.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I saw like the legendary, like, oh yeah, we have a removal engine for artifact. Okay, anyway. But no, he's also was another artifact name.
Yeah.
Any new artifact names I welcome with open heart.
And it's arms. A 1-cost that you can tutor with tile. Okay, this is way better on reread than my first impression. Okay, next. This one's a weird one. And
Cultivate Life.
Bro, it's the freaking Snoke tanks from Star Wars.
Unidentified subject is
yeah.
Enhance 8, you summon 2 subjects, give them rush, put a Cultivate Life into your deck.
What?
Why? Okay, so you enhance 8, you buff 2 subjects up by 1.
Hey, it's resonance support. You draw a card.
That's we are desperate for 1-drop.
Hey, unidentified subjects cost 5 for
that is
calamity.
Oh wow, that's like 10 play points for enhance 8. That's value.
Okay, well, anyway.
Fine. Like, just because that bar is so low on resonance right now, it's fine. Because we've done worse. Like, we've played so many bad 1-drop draw cards in resonance in the past, just because it's a draw. It's good enough. Like,
yeah, I would say that Portal, pretty good, like, really good legendaries, and then the rest are like, whatever. It's fine.
I mean, I'm excited about them. I'm excited to play around with these. I don't think I'm going to get much out of the resonance, though, at all.
We're Orcus time for the next foreseeable months.
Orcus, maybe Machina.
Yeah,
maybe Machina too.
Yeah.
Robo-Pup is a really important addition. I'm not sure if he salvages the deck, but at least I can curve a turn 1 artifact.
Yeah.
It's good enough for me.
You can also play it in Destroy 10. Robo-Pup is way better on a reread now that I've thought about it for like 2 seconds.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Neutrals. We're at the finish line here, Tanko. Let's go.
Oh.
Ultimate Bahamut. I clowned on the Twitter when they posted the Terra Finis Ultimate Bahamut combo because it was like turn 20 and required sword to pass, and I'm like, this card is gonna be so bad. I don't know. I think it's too much work. I hope I'm wrong.
I think it's still just good ramp.
Yeah. In ramp you can just play it. Yeah.
It's like at worst, it's still a Bahamut.
Yeah.
And unnerfed Bahamut 1313. I think that's good enough.
I was counting on they were like, check out the Terra Finis
have-
Ultimate Bahamut combo. I'm like, how about I don't
So,
do that,
like-
actually?
So like accelerate 5, deal 3 to random enemy follower, only 1, but you recover 4 play points. Invoke at the end of your turn if you use at least 50 play points to smash, invoke him. And
Yeah.
banish cards from your opponent's deck until there are 5 cards left. It's one of those kind of effects where I don't know how it works in practice, because even if you play Ramp Dragon, I don't know how much play points you actually consume, like how fast you actually play this out.
You want to play cards that recover play points, right? So that you get the benefit of proccing.
We have several of those. Like his own Accelerate does that.
Yeah, his own Accelerate does that. Terra Finis does that too.
Yeah, like it's cute, but it's such a late invoke that it doesn't even like end the game right there. For all we know, you could mill them out and they still have lethal in hand. So
it just feels like way too much work. I think I would rather just ramp and play this as a 13-13.
It's cute, but it's a gimmick.
Yeah. Next.
Also, speaking of ramp,
Metatron. This card is broken. It's Ramiel 2 with an IO effect with higher defensive stats. Yeah, there's not much we can say other than, it's probably gonna get played.
it's a ramp with more annoying stats. It burns? I actually didn't know it.
Yeah, it burns. It's an IO and it restores. It's an IO. It's a Ramiel. Like, it does both. Like, it's so good.
I can ramp straight into Orcus and also deal damage along the way. Okay, buddy.
It's a lot. Okay, next.
That's pretty good.
Giant Happy Pig. Accelerate 2, summon Happy Pig. Fanfare, summon 2 Happy Pigs. And increase your leader's maximum defense by 4. Evolve a random unevolved allied Happy Pig.
I actually kind of like him.
It's honestly not bad.
I mean, I play control decks anyway, but
like, I mean, against OTKs, it's more defense, right? Increase maximum defense by 4. That's big.
And like Accelerate 2 for like a basic pick is good enough. Like, at least it helps. You can use it to curve. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's good defense. It's another Evo if you want it. It's fine, yeah.
Terra Finis. Put Bahamut into your hand and recover 6 play points. Hey, wait! You can use this to tutor Baphomet.
Hey, wait! You can use this to tutor Soul Taker.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe who cares about that? But tutoring Baphomet's not bad with Terra Finis.
So good, yeah.
1 play point, tutor Baphomet, and destroy all enemy cards when you play the Baphomet. Hey?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Anyway, this card's all right.
Wait, is this? Oh, does this stay on board?
No. It destroys its own amulet. When you proc it. Yeah, destroy all enemy cards and this amulet.
Okay.
It's all right. Yeah, I think the play point recovery Bahamut invoke dream is a gimmick, but the cards themselves are pretty good.
I think having just a generic guaranteed search for a 9 costs has a lot of potential. Like,
yeah.
Whether it be for like Bahamut, like actual proper ramp, or just meme stuff like Belfo. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Having this is really neat.
Hey, we got more
like a 1 pay point search. Yeah,
we got more resonance support. Ambitious Goblin Mage.
Goblin Mage.
She is resonance
Twitter
support.
Spoiled this.
Yeah.
The Twitter spoiled this. Like, oh, Battle Pass reward. Goblin Mage is back.
Yep.
So, she's a banished follower from hand. Reveal. Wait, what?
You reveal
a copy of that follower. Oh, because so your opponent just gets a.
You just yeah. They just get
reveal. Put it into your deck. Then put a random follower with an original cost less than the banished follower's original cost from your deck into your hand. So she's not like as broken of a guaranteed searcher as OG Goblin Mage. But
no, it's not guaranteed because like if you banish a high cost one, you could get anything, and it's also kind of sad. Like if you banish, say, a low cost card, you might not draw anything at all.
Yeah, the idea that at least it's you have control over what you can search is both a good or bad thing.
You can unbrick yourself.
It's interesting, it's neat, but like for all you know, the only target you might have in hand is something that doesn't give you gives you like an absolutely worthless search target.
Yeah,
but like she's just a nice option to have. Yeah,
it's okay. Next,
it's resonance support.
Yeah, it is. Archangel of the Word. Angel of the Word is back. And instead of dealing damage to one enemy, it deals damage to all enemies and has one more attack. And on Evolve, destroy all enemy followers with 1 defense.
Wow.
Yeah, it's whatever.
I mean, it's whatever, yeah.
Next, Goblin! A really wholesome
Oh,
goblin
really?
this time.
A really, really happy goblin.
It's cute. If this is your first turn, draw a card. Sick. If it's your 8th turn, evolve this follower. And on evolve, restore 3 defense to your leader at the end of your turn.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's okay. It's whatever.
It's resonant support if I open him.
I don't think it's gonna fit into anything specifically, but it's not
Yeah, it's
bad.
not something you're gonna like want to play, but it's
Yeah.
just a neat card, I think.
It's like what? Yeah, again, it's another whatever card. Angel of Boons. 2/2/2. Put Fount of Angels or Angelic Melody into your hand. Who?
Fount is back?
Wait. Forte support, Angel of Boons,
Forte
put Fount of
support?
Angels, give +1 to Forte.
Dude, your neutral support is way better than all of the dragon support, dude.
Oh my
Bahamut,
god.
Amulet, and now this, dude.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to be pretty desperate to play this one, I think.
Honestly, I'm considering playing this in like aggro builds just in general.
Yeah.
Maybe Orcus if I'm feeling cheeky. I can buff creeping slime.
But it's only until the end of the turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's again another whatever card, and then finally we have
Nice, yeah.
Dreams of Adventure, which I don't think is actually bad. And the art, by the way, of this card is maybe my favorite art of the set.
Oh, that's so good.
It's
yeah.
so good. Draw a card. If it's a follower, give it +1/+1. If it's a spell, restore 2 defense to your leader. If it's an amulet, draw a card.
It's resonant support.
Stop it.
If I get amulet, it's 2 separate draws for resonance.
Divine Weapon isn't even an amulet, it's a spell.
That's
So
true.
you can't even
neat.
do that.
Like, I mean, it could easily just be like a 2-drop, just basic wash, but
it's kind of whatever. It's a little heavy, but
like
there's
it's
a
whatever.
chance.
But as far as neutral spells go, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I think the art is better than the card.
Yeah.
This looks like the cover of like an anime movie from like 2008 about a fantasy adventure.
It's funny
this
'cause
looks
it's
like
so-
Brave Story. You remember Brave
Yeah.
Story? Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
But like I feel like I've been trashing on so many cards during this review. But when we got to neutrals, I'm just like, oh, this is neat. This is nice.
Yeah,
It's
they're
like
not, but none of them are really good, except for Metatron.
No, I think that's the thing. Is that
Yeah.
I'm relieved that they're not that good because
Right.
I'm so sick of broken neutral support like
This-
Metatron.
The silvers and the bronzes for the neutrals this set are like pretty bad, but Metatron is great.
Yeah, like Goblin Mage gives nice utility. Boons can be used in some weird builds.
It's so
Metatron is-
that's copium, dude.
It's Amulet Haven support too.
Oh,
I play.
there's no Yatalat, man.
I play. It's unlimited TANKO support.
Oh
I
my.
play Fount in unlimited TANKO too.
So now we get a follower that gives you Fount as well. Hooray.
Wow.
Anyway, so what do you think overall? Like, what are your favorite? Like, what do you think is going to be the strongest coming out of this? Weakest?
I was so scared that this was going to be another huge power creep set. Like,
It honestly doesn't feel that
maybe
way. It feels like fine.
it feels fine. Like the
Yeah.
only thing that really like scare me are Metatron and Orcus.
Yeah.
It like they had us going at the first, like they showed us the most broken stuff at the very start to scare us.
That's
but
true.
I think
Yeah.
power level wise it's fine. Forest is weird, but Alba real? Actual Alba deck? I don't know.
Maybe. Sword.
I actually
The commander
forgot about this
package is
card
really
already.
good.
Oh yeah, commander is cracked, yeah.
Rune.
Already is
Dirt
cracked.
dirt is gonna be
Dirt
great.
is real. I
Dragon.
think Dirt
Don't
is gonna
talk to
be
me.
super scary.
Okay. Don't talk to me ever again. But at least we got Forte. Shadow
Yeah.
got some cracked silvers and golds and legendaries. Honestly,
Shadow's always gonna be good.
again. Blood. I'm really excited for Wrath and Bats. Haven. I'm Ward is still fine, and Portal gets Orcus. I guess that's it.
Like I feel pretty optimistic about all of like most of these decks, most of these classes. The only one I feel bad about is like Dragon.
Yeah, the
Although
Dragon.
Dragon got really good. Like you have like neutral cards you can use, so I think Ramp is good enough.
Yeah, we got the good legendaries and golds that might be enough, but the bronzes and silvers.
For
are really
your
bad.
sake, for your sake, I hope it's good.
Yeah, God. I think
Forest
the
is
one.
weird.
Yeah.
I
was just gonna say the one I'm most confused about is Forest, but I think the one I'm most excited about is weirdly enough Blood. Like I'm really excited for Bat.
Because like even the classes that got like that didn't get us like super excited, like Haven, like it's still like a lot of really good solid cards for Haven.
Yeah.
Like I think the scariest decks are gonna be Portal, Puppet. I think Third is gonna be a menace.
Third is gonna be good.
And
Levi is
Shadow.
so strong.
Levi is really good. Actually,
Shadow's so good, and Flame and Glass.
Shadow's always gonna be good. Bat Engine has a lot of potential. I guess because Wrath. Like Wrath is already good enough.
Okay, if you have to pick one card that you're the most excited for, which one is it?
Come on.
Yeah, easy answer.
Do you really
we don't really even have to.
We know. The
All right.
Limitless Orcus, yes. What about you?
I probably Forte.
Yeah.
I think we're very on brand. with
I mean, we both have biases.
Yeah. I guess that's it for this video. Like it if you did, don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Shadowverse content in the very near future. It's 2 hours long. There's no way in hell I'm editing this. It's just going straight up on the channel. And yeah, go follow TANKO on Twitter, on Twitch.
That's me.
And on YouTube, where I'm sure an upload is coming at some point. Days. I'm so excited for it. Eventually it'll happen.
Do those things.
All right. See you guys later. Peace.
Bye-bye.